Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. I've got an Acid Rain World review today. Long time since I did one Acid Rain World review. I used to be all in on Acid Rain World, getting every single release, being a completionist. I'm not anymore, can't afford it, but I am being a completionist on the AMM stuff because I like it so much. My favorite, or maybe second favorite, or joint favorite faction inside the Acid Rain World. So Acid Rain World is probably my joint second favorite toy line. My favorite toy line is currently, I say currently because it always fluctuates and change. It's it was currently Planet Green Valley, but it also sort of swings and changes between Acid Rain World and also Annex 2179. And occasionally, like some of the Joy Toy stuff will pop in there too. Anyway, so this is the AMM Wingflux WF8a. This was an exclusive at the Wonder Festival. Maybe that's why it's called WF and 8A. I didn't go there, but I picked this up from Idle Fish here. I paid about 50 quid, so quite expensive. I have opened it already, and it does come with, which I'm really happy about, an exclusive card. So I've got all the cards so far. So this one wasn't expected, so I'll be adding this to my card collection. So let me just open it up again and just show you what's inside. This came today. I have actually ordered one of these 6-inch figures, and if I like it, I'll get the other ones. So it comes packed like this. We've got the Wingflux and the weapons taped underneath there. Just pop this out. Now you can see it's got loads of different hexagonal stroke holes on the side. These should be the same as on the other Acid Rain World vehicles, the Laurel and whatever else. Maybe the Dwarf and whatever else we had, other mechs. So I'm hoping there's be quite a lot of interchangeability. I've got some moving parts here, and it looks like here as well, which I'm not actually played with yet. And engines should pop out and go back on. And then we've got a whole list of a whole bunch of things. We've got our wings with engines on there. Then here we've got, it looks like gun, which has got a moving part here. For the missiles, I'm assuming 2 of these, and then 1, 2, 3, 8 missiles, yeah. Disappointing, there's no paintwork on the missiles at all. I expected something on that, and then something on this, and something on the gun. And this itself looks nice, is weathered, but not as much as previous stuff. Like I said, I paid about £50, probably too much. But I will if I like it, I may get another one. Because if you has got this cross compatibility, more moving parts there, and then we're going to have more options for different loadouts and different sort of configurations of the other vehicles. So let me just unbox these, and I will do a setup on camera. I remember they had on the actual, when they showed it, different setups. I didn't actually look on the box, so they've got different setups. So let's have a look. Set them on the front, yeah, that's pretty easy. Engines have to go up from where they are now. And it's the same setup there as well. That is the bottom part. So that bottom part comes off. So maybe we have different attachments underneath as well. Good thing I checked the box. That'd be interesting. So really the setup, or loadout rather, is going to be up to you, which is kind of cool. You can customize. That's why I really want to get another one. So if I'm copying the box art, this has to go up, or even the card art. It can't get any higher than that, but it looks high in the video, because it and the picture maybe because it's down like that. Okay, let's put these up to here. Obviously these are going to move because they got a slot. I think I'll load them. Which way around do the missiles go? Let's look in the box again. Oh, that was without the missiles. Because you've got this part and you've got that part. I'm going to say the grills at the front. That'd be my guess. Okay. So I'm guessing these just snap in. Oh, there's a thin part in the missile. Yeah, that's quite easy enough to figure out. They just pop in there, almost like a snap fit. But I wouldn't leave them in there if I'm not using it for a long time. You know, you want to You don't want to risk things deteriorating with age because things are in place. It'd be interesting to see what happens with the Toys Alliance acid rain mold joints in the next sort of 5-10 years, how they're going to hold up compared to the Oritoy ones. In fact, Toys Alliance, or if you're watching this, none of you do or don't watch my channel, if you do, it'd be really nice. You could release joint packs, particularly so you could replace the old joints on the Oritoy ones. Not only would people buy them for that, they'd also buy them for doing customs and whatnot, because your joints are pretty damn good. Okay, that's in place. The wings are... Okay, so that articulates. And these are going down. Okay. Articulates and going down, and they're going to be slightly low. Oh, that's quite stiff. This is really quite stiff, so you feel a bit scared moving, but actually it's just stiff, not going to break. Okay, that's looking good. Oops. Okay, let's put the missiles in the wings. Some of them could go on the side of the actual thing, but ooh, should go here. Okay, there's one lot. This is really nice. I'm not sure the space inside will be big enough. It should be big. Well, it's going to be big enough for a figure, but how big is it going to be? And then the gun will go. Is that? Oh, it's got a joint and something else in it. That's nice. So I just put something. The gun will go there. Okay, so this is how it looks. That's quite nice, but this is very short range, you can imagine. And then let's look at some of the features since we're here. Okay, that moves. Okay, that's like a little thruster at the back. It looks like got some landing gear. 1, 2. Got little ridges on these, which is nice because you can actually grip it and hopefully not break a nail. I was saying, okay, it goes inwards. Oh, I thought it was outwards. 3, and then my last one is just a bit. Oh wow, that is really stiff. Have I got something? Yeah, I've got a screwdriver. That last one is really stiff. I'm not sure if it's painted shut or what. Okay, let's get this screwdriver. Did that move? Oh, no idea. It looks like it might have moved. See, there's a ridge on this one I can grip. That ridge, see the ridge just there. And this one, there's no... Oh, maybe it goes outwards then. Which way does that go? I'd have thought it would have been inwards. Let's try going the other way this time. Oh, okay. It wasn't that difficult after all. I'll just knock down the arm. Okay, so landing gear comes down. You might have to... Let's have a look. Articulate the wing up so the missiles don't touch the floor. Okay. That's pretty nice. Let's just put this down a bit. You can see that it's down. The gun is touching now, which is... I'd rather the gun didn't touch. That is okay then. It's quite nice. I like that. That is nice. Is it worth 50 quid? If I got it at the show, it would not be. 50 quid would have been a lot cheaper. I'm going to say yes at the moment because I'm actually really like this. Okay, so let's look at other features. So we've got the landing gear, the gun, obviously rotate because it's a peg, and there is a twist or an elevation, not the opposite. So if I take it off, it looks like, oh yeah, there's a handle there as well. So you get a handle for something to hold it. That's nice. And then the peg to insert it there. I mean, it'd be nice to get two just if I could put the guns on the side. That'd be awesome. Look at that. There we go. Having to like that and go without coming off or shooting yourself in the cockpit would be awesome. Let's put that back on again. Put it a bit properly. Okay. Because then they can shoot like that. That'd be really nice. Yeah, I like that. And then we saw that the wings have a pivot. And also here you can go out. You can go, I think we can go downwards as well. Yeah, that's nice. And then the missile pods, they will turn because of the peg and they will elevate. And what's the opposite of elevation? De-elevate? I have no idea. We have the engines will rotate because again they're on a pin. This part we saw opens and closes. The landing gear like thus. And then the cockpit doesn't really open very far. Might struggle to get a figure. No, normally acid rain I can see. Oh, I see. Oh, they've got 2 peg places. So this can actually, I can see that rotates there. And it looks like you've got space, maybe here, to clip a gun or something. This is the clip for the actual controls there. That's nice. That's actually got a lot of space. Is there anything behind the seat that I can see? Could we clip a gun in there? I don't know. I have got a couple of acid rain guns here I'll look at in a moment. Okay, so let's put a figure in. I'm using the Vespid Vanguard, which is also a AMM. Now, he is bulky with all his armor on his big chunky feet. There are actually foot plates in this. You can see here. So that's a bit awkward though. How is that going to work? You can't put him in and this will go over his legs. That's a bit of a faulty design. Because if I put him in now, his feet will be underneath the foot plates. I'm not sure how that's supposed to work like that. Maybe I've got to do it like this. Then when he's in, I can start to fold down. Oh, that'll work. Okay, let's get him back a little bit. That's clipped in place. He could hold on and it will close. Yeah, that's super nice. Very, very cool. His feet are on the foot plates. Well, one is anyway. This one's just about. I haven't got him holding the handles, but he can actually reach the handles. That's very nicely done. You can see that I've got just a green screen sort of sticker on there. With the original Strongholds, they took batteries, they had light up screens on the sides, which are really nice. I'll put a link in the top right for that. Okay, so you could put them in like this and take them out. That'd be quite easy, I guess. Okay, now, oh, and also green screens on the sides, some nice details there. Do guns, I think something does clip in there. I've got a rifle here and a pistol and a grenade. How would the rifle go in there? I'd have to go in. Ooh! Almost dropping it. I'm not sure a rifle would fit. How's it going to fit? It can't go this way because it's too big. It can't fit the clip. And that way it wouldn't fit either, or would it? I think it'd be in the way if it's that way. So I'm going to say that you can't fit a rifle in now. Not the rifle on the Vespid Vanguard anyway. I'm just assuming it's a clip for guns. It might not be, because I can't see any other function at the moment anyway. So the next thing to look at is how compatible are these parts with other releases. In fact, before I do that, let me just put these wings back on. The engine, sorry. Back on. Let's bring the landing gear down again. So if I put this here, what I'll do first is I'll do a little comparison. Let's move it out of the way. Bring this up. So I've got here the leaf cutter laurel, which is the AMM exclusive from last year, which is far more heavily, heavily weathered. So it looks far more dirty. And they look good, but they almost look mismatching. I just wish the yellow or the weathering matched, because where the weathering's heavier, it'd make it darker and faded and look more matched with the laurel. Okay, so we look on the laurel, we can see we've got the same slots there and there. These ones are slightly different. I'm not sure they're the same. These ones are slightly different and matching the other side. So you could, also on the backpack, you could put the engines there or the wings. The laurel's great because you've got the winch here, which is fantastic, and also you've got the. I'll put a link at the top right. You've got the engine block part here as well, which if you look here, when you open up, it pushes out, which is quite nice. But anyway, so let's have a look at some of this cross compatibility. The gun will fit, the missiles will fit, the wings, the engine will fit, and the other thing I want to look at is taking that yellow part off the bottom, since that was separate on the back of the box. So how does that come off? Oh, I see. That's going to come with a bit of a... Enjoy this off camera. A bit of a wiggle and a bit of a pull. Here we go. So here, same size fit again, and we have 2 pegs there, another opening there. So we've got compatibility with this as well. Okay. And they will fold in like that. Okay. So let me have a look at this laurel. Let's close that part up. Yeah, I won't do that. I'm going to take the missiles off the laurel, or the wings, sorry, first. I've not really got the space because you've got this little armor part there. But he's going to get in the way of the hands. You can do it. I mean, yeah, that's one way. That's an easy way. Sticking the engines there. But the wings are going to really get in the way. And even this will get in the way of the arm coming back as well. So you can attach stuff to it. So you can, in theory, do something, but whether it's going to be practical or not. I mean, if I do the wings upright, it'd be slightly more practical as opposed to... So you have the wings like this. You know, it's not really going to fly very well like that, but you might give it some sort of glider function. Stick them on like that. What about the base part? Because there's also comes with the wheeled part for the laurel. Hey! Unfortunately, I don't think the cockpit section from the this one here, the Wingflux, will fit because that is a ball fit on this. Do you have any holes to attach on this? On the side there, but not really enough. I mean, also on the wheels we've got, but again, I don't think it's enough. Let's have a quick check with that would fit on the side. It probably won't because the other stuff, yeah, can't fit that there. The gun can't fit. You should be able to put this. God, that is so stiff. Yeah, you've got places where things could go, but really it's not going to fit because the way the lines are. I mean, that hole's not really for that. And I think that's almost a missed opportunity, not putting like a ball joint attachment on this, because you had a nice little buggy like that. They had that on there. That I think that's a slightly missed opportunity. However, the fact that this comes off and goes on, and obviously this is separate, means they are thinking further than line. We have seen the image of the 4 images recently of the stuff that they're thinking of doing, which is like almost like a drop ship, and what else? Just be nice if they had thought of something to attach to this like that to make it another configuration option. I like this. I like it a lot. I will see if another comes available and what my budget is. It may actually appear on Calkis Toys. I've got my exclusive leaf cutter laurel from Calkis. There's a link in the video description. I'll put a link in the top right too, and the link title will have the discount code. A discount if you use the code there. So maybe this Wingflux will be on Calkis Toys in the future. So I'm not sure if they'll get these. I mean, you could do it away if you wanted to, like that. Look, there you go. I'm not sure why I did it away, but it still fits. Apart from opening that. So yeah, so do check out Calkis Toys. They are great for acid rain world. They get most stuff. They've got the 6-inch stuff on there as well, so it is worth checking that out. To do. I'm trying to get this one to go back in. In fact, let me close that and close these so they're not sticking in my hands. And it should be a straight push. Except that top peg is not lining up squarely with the hole. Okay, that's it, I think. Off camera again, just to see if I can make it work. There we go. Just got to squeeze it a bit. Ugh. You see there's ends that I've not pushed it all the way. It's that top one. So yeah, it fits quite nicely, very snug, almost too precise, which is something I think I said before about acid rain weld. Sometimes it's too precise where it makes it not easy, or rather I should say it makes it awkward to put things on all together. And if I put that top one on first and then the second one after, it still doesn't really want to fit. So what I'll do now is I'm going to pause this, put it back on, and I'll come back in a second and let you know how long it took me. Stay tuned. Right, that was super easy. The reason I was struggling was I was putting on backwards. Woo. So anyway, super fast, right way, first time. Very cool. The only criticism really is I wish they had done a bit more weathering, and this yellow is not really matching the leaf cutter laurel yellow. And again, you see that it looks a bit lighter than this yellow, which does match the laurel yellow, this yellow on the Vespid Vanguard. So, but I think weathering would have sorted that out. But this is super nice. Very cool indeed. Nice release, but why they're making it a exclusive? There'll be a general release in different colours probably later on, you know, or maybe they will release it as an AMM one, but maybe obviously without the special edition WF card from 2025, presumably. But very nice. Let me just put it back in its original. In fact, no, let me do another couple of loadouts, because I want to have a play, and I'm pretty boring to bits now, but it's got so much potential. So if I could put the engines here, which would be slightly more balanced, I think that the back, that looks pretty cool. Then the wings could go, they could go front. I'll probably put them lower down though, I think, somewhere behind here, or even on the base. Oh, that's quite nice, quite like that. That's pretty cool. And then you can have your vertical takeoff like this. These little thrusters start moving it, and then these ones come into place. Very nice. You could put these right at the front, almost like a racing pod. I'll probably keep the wings at the back though, to balance out the look. That looks a bit funky. You could put them, I'll go back slightly further. Not to the very back, I'll put them here. So slightly past the middle. Woo! That wasn't good. Okay. In reality, you could stick the engines under the wings. Will that work? Oh, that's gonna not quite be far enough, unless that's right at the bottom. So while that idea is nice, it's not really gonna. Oh, the front it might. Oh, it might work actually. Let's have a look. Oh, it might work. We could do like that, which is pretty cool. Then you've got the engines up front. Oh, that's nice. That's like sort of an aircraft carrier. Okay, I need to take the engine off now and swap around because it's the wrong one. It should be this one. I think it should be that one. Yeah, that should be on the outside. So. I'm not sure this would be my favourite sort of loadout. I mean, it's going to render the landing gear useless unless you actually fold up the wings. I quite like that. And then you have the missile pods on the side. Too far forward, on further back, I think. Well, they can't go further back. I can't go there. Okay, so forwards then. Ah! So you guys just watching me play with my new toy. I've not made a video this long for a long time. I'm really enjoying this. Thank you, Acid Rain World. Thank you, Kit Lau, for making such great toys. Then I put this underneath. I wish there's one hole on the top. That'd be quite nice. And then you can just, these can come up. The landing gear can come down. And it's now sort of a much, well, not much, but a thinner footprint. And then if it's that way, then the landing gear becomes sort of redundant because it goes down further than landing gears. That's quite nice. I mean, they've had the modular design for quite a long time, but I haven't really used it until now. So exciting times ahead. Okay, so let's go back to a standard configuration. Somebody's right at the back. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you like this. If you want to see it getting a, what's going to get a general release in different colors. You want the marine version? What version? You know, do you want a sand version? Sand 88 team. What version do you want? Or what version do you want to see? I'm not sure I'll get another version because it depends on the laurels I've got. It depends what other configurations are possible. But that is a nice toy. Small, you know, what's with the flight time on this? Half an hour, if that. Oh, look at that. I didn't think of that. Yeah, you put there, then these can do that. So really, if the engine should be like this, maybe help take off, and then when it comes up, it go like this. That makes it longer. That's pretty cool. I like that. Very cool. Great release from Acid Rainbow. Shame it's an exclusive, but I really like that a lot, and it does fit figures nicely. It will fit relatively chunky figures. Your Joy Tool will fit quite nicely as well. Obviously 40k ones won't unless they're like Imperial Guard ones, but that is a nice craft. Okay, this is Awesome Match Toy signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Check out the Patreon, not done so already, to get to see audio videos before they post on YouTube, exclusive content from time to time, and prize draws from time to time too. So it's worth looking at that because it's free for 7 days, no obligation to pay or no obligation to join. So you can check out all the content there, including the exclusive stuff for free without having to pay. Obviously, if you pay, you get all the other benefits that happen with it too. Okay, I will see you in another video very soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.